Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the AM Silver Bullet for Thursday, June 13th. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to scrunch this all up and I'm going to shrink it and see where all of our liquidity is sitting. Okay, so let's turn on this and let's make sure, well, everything's on. So let's go with Asia high and low has been taken, gone. London high has just been taken and I'll leave that on. That's important. London low we just took, so I'll take London low off. New York kill zone just starts at 10 o'clock, so that's where it's at right now. AM buy side's here, so obviously it's been taken, so I'm going to turn off AM. New York lunch is way down here, and it's been traded through, so I'll take that off. And then PM buy side has been traded through, so I'll turn that off as well. Okay, so we have some major, we get down here, this is just going to run. The huge fair value gap right here. So, all right. So we just took out buy side liquidity. Obviously, ideally I would be looking for shorts. We have fair value gap right there that we're trading into right now at 10 o'clock. Let's see how that reacts. Let's see if we get a market structure shift. For me, I don't know. I wouldn't count this as a market structure shift because obviously it didn't close below it. So if we trade through this and use this as an inversion to go higher, we could maybe aim for these highs. So I'm going to show you what I'd be looking for here on two scenarios using this fair value gap right now. Either trades up and uses that as an inversion and then we target these highs, or my next option is it trades down through this, trade another candle, making a fair value gap here. Assume it doesn't close all the way through. So let's say it doesn't, right? And then it trades through this fair value gap that we'd be leaving. Then I would like to trade up into that because that would be an inversion at that point. And then I trade down. So I want to create an inversion fair value gap right here. Right now, I need another candle to even create a fair value gap, but I want to trade through it and up and down. Okay, those are my two scenarios that I'm looking for. It's pretty much all my trading is pretty much ever is just those two scenarios, one or the other. What's going to happen? Okay, so there's the fair value gap that I'm waiting for to be broken. It's respecting this fair value gap, which is a good sign. Now you're at a breaker right here. This would be a breaker right here. This is a breaker to go higher. I'll mark it out here for you. This would also be an inversion breaker if we trade through it. Right now it's a breaker, so I want to see how it reacts to that. Violated the crap out of it. Didn't even give a crap about it. Let me put this on here. Switch on, so that's on here, and let's throw that as an inversion now. It's closed below, and we have an inversion breaker. So I'm going to take the breaker, and I'm going to make it a inversion breaker. So now if we go anything in here, I'm going short. Like I'm going short. I've got 3 PD rays right now in there. Okay, we're going short. I'll go 2 contracts. Yeah, let's just do one. Let's just do one. The numbers are getting a little too high. All right, so what are we aiming for here? This right down here is there's relatively equal lows right there. That's way too clean. So that's what I'm aiming for. And it's 3 to 1. So it lines up like perfectly. So I mean, you can't even get better than that. Okay, well, 3 PD rays. So if they violate it, I'm off sides, obviously. That's in the inversion and the breaker consequent encroachment of those. So I like to see that not get traded through. Don't like that. Don't like that at all either. But it is holding. The bodies are holding, so I can't complain. The wicks do the damage, but wicks can take you out and make you lose money. So not a huge fan. Now that I like. Because we just cleared these lows here, though, I'm totally going to go break even. And I'm gonna go just to show you. There you go. Why? Because we just cleared all these lows right here. And usually there's a pullback, which is fine, but I want to make sure that I capitalize on some of that. So if we close down here, I'll move it up, but we're going to go 3 PD array style here. So let's just, okay, so there's one big fair value gap. There's 2. Oh. All right, there's 3. So really, I'm really like as far as I can go, but you know me, when it goes down that low, I'm going to move it. I'm going to move my stop a little bit. Okay, cool. All right, and let's see how much further this goes during the hour. Ooh. So here's another way you can ride prices. You can just mark your order blocks and make sure they're being respected. Just make an order block, so it traded through it. It's being respected, doesn't touch it yet. Up close candles, are they being respected? Oh wow. I just gotta, okay, touch that order block. Order block still holding. Okay. Okay. You can see this order box still held. Kind of nice. How do you handle when you take out 51 handles? You know, we got $1,000, $1,100, but you could have done. Oh, do we get 100? No. You could have done 95, 98, 97, somewhere there. There's 98 right there, and you got 51. I'm fine with that. You know, like I'm cool with it. All right, so let's recap. We came to the 10 o'clock hour and the London high was already swept. So then we consolidated after 8:30. At 10 o'clock, we had a fair value gap here that we wanted to see was going to trade through it and create an inversion fair value gap to go higher to take out this high, or was it going to hold and then trade lower through another fair value gap, making that an inversion, but at the same time, the breaker block right that overlapped that fair value gap, was that going to be an inversion breaker as well? And so we got a fair value gap, an inversion fair value gap, and an inversion breaker all holding price down. So we took our trade. All these 4 candles here all come to the, let me zoom in here. These 4 candles right here go to the consequent encroachment of the inversion fair value gap and the breaker. So the bodies tell the story, the wicks do the damage. The wicks do the damage, because if you look, it could have taken me out with a wick, but the bodies held. Okay, but it didn't. And then price came down lower. We got 51 points out of it. We were aiming for these relatively equal lows, which is a very good target. Now, how you handle price when you get 51 handles, you made $1,100. You should be thrilled, right? On one contract. Now, you could have made almost double that if you held for longer. But we didn't, right? We got out at 51, so be happy with that. Don't look at the chart and say, oh, I wish I could have, should have. I didn't do as good because I didn't hold for as long. Who cares? You made $1,100. Be happy with that. That's more than a lot of people make in a week. So be thrilled with that. And, next time, maybe hold a little longer. So that is your AM Silver Bullet for Thursday, June 13th, using the Kraken suite of indicators.